This is my first impressions video of the Microtech standard issue. As always, super nice presentation from Microtech, and there is nothing in there. So I went with the polymer handle mainly because they're a lot cheaper, and I mean quite a bit cheaper. And I also like these because these are softer to the touch than like G10 or aluminum. So these are arguably the more comfortable scale. So as you can see, they have like partial liners around the locking system, and I think not around the back strap, just around the locking system, which is good. Saves a lot of weight. Speaking of weight, 4.6 to 7 ounces on my Dusty scale, which is 134 grams, which is not too bad for the size of the knife. Speaking of size, here is it next to my SOCOM Elite. By the way, you can also see the finish difference. So the MSI is also available in the black two-tone finish, but I chose the apocalyptic two-tone finish, which is like an acid wash. Looks really good, not as tactical, not as aggressive. And yeah, it's overall about the same size. And for the thickness of the blade, which as you can see is pretty stout, we have a really lightweight knife actually. You can see it has a lot of nice and big screws, which is very nice to see. Also, the pocket clip is acid washed. Here it is, in and out of the pocket, goes in and out really smoothly actually. So we do have a nice sheep's foot style blade. Like I said, pretty robust towards the tip. The grind is like most Microtech knives. It starts thin, but it gets thick super quickly. There is this finger choil, which I don't know if this would actually make too much sense to have it, because if you want to choke up, you can choke up on the guard. And I would rather see the cutting edge going all the way to back here. I'm not sure if that's because of the mechanism, so the cutting edge would interfere with the mechanism if they would have done it that way. But yeah, I don't like choils, to be honest, but yeah, it's a very common theme currently in the knife industry, I guess. Oh, that was very easy. Let's speak about the most important feature. The ram-safe lock runs on a coil spring as opposed to Omega springs, which is super nice. Runs very smoothly. This knife also runs on bearings, even though it really doesn't need to. There had been some issues with the ram-safe lock in the past though, so let's find out if this knife holds up. It does.